interracial dating. Interracial dating. Is it okay? How do you feel about it? What's going on? Do you date outside your race? Have you ever dated outside your race? If so, with who, what ethnicity that person was. So have we dated outside of our race? I have. Well, kind of. I was just say kind of. It's like kind of how can you say kind of? But well, yes, I have because I dated this Hispanic guy. So yeah, when I was living in Georgia, I dated him. Then when I moved back home to Alabama, where I am currently, um, this Indian guy worked at this gas station next to a McDonald's. Tried to holler at me. Talked on the phone a few times, a couple times. We talked on the phone a lot, honestly, for the amount of time that he was trying to talk to me. But what ended up happening is we went through the whole thing of him asking questions for him. He asked me questions, and the main questions to him was about because Indian people always have somebody that they supposed to marry in the country. They from like childhood. I think they pick like who the person's supposed to marry. The man is supposed to marry, pick a woman that he's supposed to marry. So, which that is true. But he since he was over here in the States, he told me that he could do what he want because he went over there in India. So we kept talking. But where he went wrong is I don't know nobody apartment, which I'm sure he had roommates, which those Indian students and stuff, once they come to this country, they do have roommates. All of them have roommates. If they in college, which I don't know how many years ago this was, it was like around COVID. So this was like many. Oh, shit, when was COVID? 2020, um, 2020, 2021, something like that. COVID. So he said he had roommates. He kept trying to get me to come over to the apartment. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, can we like go out somewhere else? But he was like, he's really busy between work and school. Between work and school, he was really busy, so he kept trying to get me to come over. I was like, nah, can't do that. Then he ends up the gas station he was working at. It ended up shutting down during COVID. He said it was something that had to do with like electrical problems. So it ended up shutting down. He ended up moving. I don't know. I thought he just disappeared. I don't know. We stopped talking at some point. He ended up. I thought he was gone. Honestly, back to his gone back to India because he all communication ceased between me and him. It was good. We had good communication. There was a strong connection there with this dude, but he ended up somewhere else, lost contact completely. So I don't know what happened to him until was that last year? I don't know if it was like last year or the year before, where I ended up going to another gas station across from Piggly Wiggly, where I work, where I live. This other gas station they sell like pizza and they sell like breakfast food in the morning and stuff like that. And he was there, walked in, walked up to the cash register. It was this young black African American woman at the register. He came off in the back. He came from the back, and basically seen me. I seen him. He recognized me. I recognized him like it was like real out. Cause the career it was like what we had. I have no joke. It was like really strong. Basically, for the people in here talking about interracial dating, and I saw my have dated outside my race. Dated this Hispanic guy when I was living in Georgia, And when I came back here, this Indian guy tried to like date me. So that's what I'm discussing now, discussing interracial dating. But he seen me, I seen him. Go. I told a whole story about how this whole me and this Indian guy met at a gas station. I would go to this gas station like all the time to get gas. So he was always there. And he made the move on me. It wasn't me toward him. He pursued me. So I was saying like our connection was like really strong. We had good communication skills. Everything was cool. But I think the reason why it ended so abruptly was because he was Indian and I was African American. So he ended up disappearing because those Indian people that work at those gas stations, they constantly moving. And like I said, the gas station that closed down when he was working at, he said it had like electrical problems. I think, and so they moved him, which this brings me to the point where I'm at now. So lost communication with the guy. Um, Ended up running back into him at another gas station where they moved him to because I thought dude was gone. At another gas station where they moved him to, and this was across from a Piggly Wiggly. Some people know what Piggly Wiggly is. Some people don't. It's a southern thing, a southern store. But another gas station would sell like breakfast food and hi, how are you doing? Breakfast, breakfast food and like pizza and stuff like that for lunch. But sell like chicken biscuits and all that stuff that sell gas. It's a gas station. But he came from the back. I was walking up to the register to pay for my gas. So before I pumped it, he walked from the back and automatically our eyes meet. Our eyes like totally meet. And I'm no lie, like the feelings like totally came back that I had for him. Time I saw him, I was like, dang, because it was like automatic where my feelings for him was like really deep. It was strong. It was like I don't know. It was a connection that I had never felt with another guy I had like ever been with this Indian guy that I'm talking about. But it was like strong. It was deep. We had like talked real good. It was like honest. It was like really honestly. I think we could have had something if it would have went like a little bit longer than it did. Cause when I seen him that day in that gas station, it was like everything was like completely like stopped. It goes, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Is that Annie Beanie? But then in 2017, but it's like everything like completely stopped and like froze, like nobody else wasn't there. And every time it was like that every time I was around him. Okay, yeah. It was like that like every time I was around him, it was like nobody else was there. It was like everything was like standing still. It was just like me and him. It was like happy birthday, have a happy birthday. How old will you be? Don't forget to hit that like button, thumbs up, hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment, share, like, subscribe, comment, share, like, subscribe, comment, share. I'm on here at 6 a.m. in the mornings for waking up with Tasha. This is Central Standard Time. I'm on Central Standard Time. Um, on here at 6 p.m. Come on here at 6 p.m. Most of the times for the mental health check-in. That decide to do something different today. Talk about interracial dating. And 9 p.m. Sunday through Saturday for my silent live starting at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. But waking up with Tasha and the mental health check-ins are Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. But what are you doing for your birthday? But going back to what I was talking about, because some people are coming on and off. It's that when we talk about interracial dating. They have like a lot of kids on here, so I know they're not trying to talk about interracial dating. They have like young people on here. We need more adults, but we it's like time was like stood still. when our eyes like met that day. And it had been like years since I had seen him during COVID because the gas had closed down during COVID again. But it had been years since I had seen this Indian guy that was trying to date. We was trying to date each other, but it was like crazy, just like seeing him again. Because I wanted to say something, but it was too many people around. And it seemed like he wanted to say something to me, but once again, it was too many people around. And I went to the car to pump my gas, paid for my gas, went to the car, pump my gas. I wanted to go back in there. I wanted to go back in there. Something told me to go back, but I didn't. And to this day, I still honestly want to go back in there and see if he's there, which he's probably not because they move around a lot. They move those people around a lot when it comes to these gas stations and the people from other countries. They're from other countries and they're constantly moving them. They don't stay in one place, which is another issue that was gonna come up if we did start to date and start a relationship. There was another issue because they always moving and they don't stay in one place. They could be here 1 minute and gone the next. But that didn't work out. That didn't work out. So I don't mind interracial dating. I don't mind dating outside my race. Other people don't mind dating outside their race. But when it comes to certain races, like Asian people, they tend to stick to their own. They tend to stick to their own. They tend to like date each other. And if they do, certainly Asian people, if they do go outside their race, it's with somebody that's Caucasian. Females tend to date Caucasian, um, male Asian men tend to date Caucasian women, and the Caucasian men tend to date Asian women. So if they're gonna date outside their race, it's gonna be with somebody that's Caucasian, especially Asian people. You're not gonna find too many Asian people um, dating other people other than somebody that's Caucasian. It don't happen too often. But then you go back to the Indian people, they stick to their own too. Most of the time they stick to their own. You're not gonna find them dating somebody else outside their race. Not too often. You're not gonna find somebody them dating outside the race either. But how do you guys feel about interracial dating? Do you feel like it's okay? Do you feel like you don't mind? I know black men don't mind dating outside their race. Black men don't mind dating outside their race. For sure, we know that for sure. Which is interesting, which I sometimes feel like black men, when it comes to interracial, they don't mind dating outside the race, but then when they see a black woman with somebody other than a black man, it seems like they have a problem with it, especially if black woman is dating a Caucasian male, dating a white guy. So if black woman is dating a white guy, seems like some black men have an issue with that. But which is interesting when they date whoever they want. But yeah, it's just interesting to me. How's hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment, share, like, subscribe, comment, share. And thing about me is I because I've been thinking about this, like I have a tendency when it comes to me, I feel like I have a connection with guys that aren't my race. I'm more attracted to guys that's not my race than guys that are my race, which is interesting, and I'm realizing that. I'm 49 years old. I'm realizing that like now, and I've been realizing. I just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it could be where I live. Could be where I live that the black black guys, the black men where I'm at, they're really like not to my standards. They're not to my standards to be honestly. To be honest with you, the black guys where I met, they're really not to my standards. They selling drugs, on drugs, they're alcoholics, uneducated, walking the streets. I'm like, people that approach me really are not to my standards. So it could be where I live. Maybe I need to move. But I was in Georgia too, so I'm like, that there was really nobody. It was really nobody there either that approached me. As far as like the guys I've been with have all, except for, let's see, two, except for two are all black. My son's dad is Haitian. I was married to a guy from Trinidad. They didn't work out either. Neither one of them. So they're black, but if you have brown, they were black too. So in this country, they're considered black. If they're from Trinidad or from Haiti, they're considered black. They don't consider themselves black, but they are. But yeah, I dated like a Mexican guy. Then the Indian guy were the two that were not wasn't my race. So the experience was good, but I found myself being attracted to other people that's not my race, white, Indian. There's a couple cute Asian guys. Some Asian guys are cute that got my attention, but I wasn't gonna say nothing to them because one, I know that one, I know nothing was gonna happen because you're not gonna find an Asian guy that's interested in a black woman. I'm gonna just say that, and if it is one, I don't know if it is some out there. I don't know where they are, but Asian women will date a black man. Some of them will date a black man. I know some Asian women will date black men, but Asian men will not date black women. So this is point blank. And if it is, like I said, if it's some out there, I haven't seen many. If there's some out there that will, I haven't seen not one. How's everything going this week? It's Monday. It's Monday. Marvelous Monday. We're talking about interracial dating. Then another thing I want to get on are how some guys my age are really not mature. And I work, I work. It's guys that approach me that in my face, and I know it's some college guys that are seem more mature than other guys my age. It's like some people are so like immature, and then it's like crazy. But back to this whole interracial thing, whole interracial dating thing, and what's going on with that. Y'all don't want to talk about interracial dating. Y'all don't want to talk about interracial dating, but going back to the whole interracial dating. Um, you have any comments on interracial dating? Anything you would like to say about interracial dating? If you're an adult that's in here, because I have children, I know it's kids on here all day, every day. So it's kids on here. I'm like, y'all, I know y'all were trying to talk about interracial dating, but which is funny. That's why there's nobody on here now. Cause I have like kids on my which they come on here. I know what it is. It's my silent live when I set up these animals and stuff. These kids start subscribing to my channel. I was like, where are the adults? Want to talk to some adults? Where are they at? But yeah, going back to interracial dating, probably won't stay on here for too much longer. I try to stay on here 30 minutes. Check out my poems. I do write poetry. Valentine's Day is coming up. I write poetry. Check out my poetry shorts. Women, you can get a poem for your husband. You can get one for your husband. Men, you can get one for your wife, girlfriend. Ladies, you can get one for your boyfriend. Get a poem for your mom. Kids, you can get a poem for your mom for Valentine's Day. I can do that. But it's $25. $25. My cash app is um $LATMEKO 13 $LATMEKO 13. I do write poetry. I can personalize it, frame it. Frame is frame poetry. So anything you hear me do, I can put in a frame version. I posted some of them where I've been talking about some of the stuff in these lives where I show and read some of them. If y'all want to check those out, you can hit me up. Either leave a comment on one of my posts, or you can check me out on my Instagram page, which is Latasha LATASHA Miko MEKO. That's LATASHA MEKO, and that's my Instagram, my Facebook is all the same. But yeah, if y'all want something special for your mom, your dad, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, significant other, I can write it, personalize it. Just let me know. First, you gotta cash out me the money, or I can't send it to you because I'm not using my money because I don't have no money. Because I don't have no money to send it to you. Because what's gonna happen is I send it, y'all will get it, and then y'all won't pay me. So I trust myself before I trust somebody else because I'm not a scammer. I send it to you, but you gotta send me cash out me the money for me to mail it to you because the money you send to me goes for postage, goes for packaging and all that stuff. So I gotta buy packaging, gotta buy postage to send it to you. Depending on how fast you want it, if you want 1 day, 2 day, it costs more to send it to you. So that's where that money comes in at. The money you sending goes for postage to mail it to you and packaging because I have to buy something to put it in. So yeah, that's my little selling point, my little promotional point about myself. About to wrap this song up. If y'all don't have anything to say about interracial dating, and honestly, I'm the type to going back into interracial dating for a few minutes. I'm the type where like it's this guy. I'm gonna go back to somebody that somebody was calling themselves like I'm not gonna say where. Somebody came up to me and was talking about like last week, saying somebody was my secret admirer. So the guy gets somebody to come to me, a female, a woman, to come to me and is like, yo, Tasha, you got a secret admirer. Then here comes another one, another woman, Tasha, you got a secret admirer. Then another day, Tasha, I heard something about. She was like, Tasha, I heard something about you. I was like, heard what? Heard you got a secret admirer. I was like, okay, okay. Then day one, when the first girl came up and was saying something about this whole secret admirer thing, she was like, I was sitting down on my lunch break, and she dude sends her out and says like, "Yo, can I get your phone number?" I was like, "No, you can't get my phone number. One, I don't even know who you are. Two, why you sending somebody else out here to ask me for my phone number when I don't even know who you are?" I'm like, "Dude," I said, "No." I was like, what kind of mess is that? For him to see you out here asking me for my phone number. One, the person he sent, I don't trust. One, I don't trust nobody I work with. I'm not friends with nobody I work with, and I don't trust nobody I work with. None of them. But he sent somebody out there. I told her, I was like, nah. I was like, he gotta come ask himself. So she goes back and tells him, haven't heard anything since. And this is the guy that they're talking about. So quote likes me and this whole secret admirer stuff. He is black, but cause there ain't no more black folks down there that I work with. But he's black, but I'm like he ain't have. I'm like you ain't man enough to come to me yourself and just like ask me yourself for my number. But I was like nah. And I was like, dude, I ain't heard nothing. Nobody asked me for my number because I kept saying, time they came to me, it was like somebody was my secret admirer. I was like, one, there was something else I told the person when they said that first day when she told me about this whole secret admirer, and I was like, I don't date people I work with. That's just point blank. I don't date people. I don't ever date people I work with. That's how I ended up with my ex husband because I work. Technically, he was contract. He was a security guard, so it was contract. He worked in the same building. We would come in there, have to sign in and stuff like that. So he was in the same building, contracted. He was a security guard. I was a master control operator, worked for GPB. That's how I got with my ex husband. That didn't work out. So from that point on, and that's also why I think some of the reasons I got laid off. But because I was with him and we were married. But don't date people I work with. And then none of the people that work, none of the guys that work there are even worth my time. Going back to the whole standards thing, they're not up to my standards. I'm like, really, they're not. I'm like, they drink, they gamble, they smoke weed. Some of them be coming in there smelling like alcohol. Some of them coming in there smelling like weed. I know they smoke weed, and that's something I can't go for. If you drink, smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, hookah, don't do it. If you gamble, don't do it. So it's just like knocking things off the list. Something that I'm not gonna I have my boundaries. Something that's not I'm not going to like be, um bend or go against. I'm not gonna go against my ethics, my religion, stuff that I'm not gonna put up with. I'm just not gonna put up with. And smoking weed, doing drugs, weed is a drug to me. FYI, weed is a drug to me. So doing drugs, that's not my forte. If you go to strip clubs, I don't do that either. So and watching nasty movies, I don't do that either. Can't deal with that either. Going to strip clubs if you're watching nasty movies, I don't do that. Um, can't deal with that either. So if you're doing that, I'm not the one for you. Then if you can't do strip clubs, can't do what else? Gambling, drinking, smoking of any type. So that is like a no go for me. But interracial dating, that whole thing with the secret admirer, that didn't work out because I kept saying I kept repeating myself loudly at work that I don't like nobody that I work with. I'm not interested in anybody that works with me. And whoever it was, he heard it, and I got an idea who it was. Whoever it was, he heard it. Because honestly, I think it was a whole setup with these two females because they don't like me. Nobody, it's people at my job that really don't like me. But I'm like, who? I really think they was trying to like set me up to get fired or something. I don't know what they had going on with this dude because they cool. They all buddy buddy. It's these two females and this dude that they was so called telling me was my secret admirer. They all friends. They all buddy buddy and stuff like that. That's why going back to not trusting folks. Y'all ain't my friends. I don't trust y'all. So stop coming out here. And for all I know, they was trying to get my phone number to be prank calling me or whatever and fake texting me with these BS texts. But nah, it ain't gonna work. Cause I don't trust y'all. We're not friends, y'all. I just work with y'all. Come here, I work, do my job, and go home. But yeah, interracial dating. About to wrap this up. Going back to interracial dating. Um, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I don't mind dating outside my race. I've talked about it with some college students. I've talked about it with some college students before about how this guy from Italy. His name was Marcello. He was cool. He was cool as on the what. He graduated in December. He moved back to Italy, and we had this whole. It was one day we was on our lunch break, and we was discussing about dating outside our race, cause he was attractive, but he was too young, and I was telling him that I don't mind dating outside my race, but But he was telling us on Italy. Italy sounds like a cool place. If I can move there, I sure will. Look, Marcello, I might come to Italy and move with you. Move up there, move to Italy with Marcello. So at least I know him. He'll be one person I know. And that's another thing about this one person I know. But we had this whole discussion about interracial dating because I was telling him, is it? We had this thing about was it men over there that like black women? He was like, yeah. He said, yeah, we didn't believe him, but he was like, yeah, and he was like, come and find out. He was like, and he really kept, and he meant it too. I believe him. I believe him because a part of me thinks he had a girlfriend, and then he was too young for me, but he was an adult. He was 23 because he graduated. He graduated, so he was around 22 or 23. But he a grown man. Once you hit 21, to 21 and up, you an adult. But he was attractive, and we was cool. So he was talking about Italy, talking about how the men over there they do like black women. So and it really sounds cool. It sounds cool, like a cool place to live. But we had that conversation, and I was like, dude, you selling us on Italy? We might have to move there. But yeah, he's gone. He's on my Instagram page. Shout out to Marcello. Hope he's doing well. Hope he found a job with that degree he got from the college that he went to, but the university that he went to. Hopefully Marcello got that job that he needed. We'll see. I don't know. It's hard. It's not hard out here trying to get a job. But yeah, Marcello was cool, and he sold us on Italy. He sold me on Italy and the men in Italy. So liking black women. But yeah, there was a whole discussion on interracial dating that day. I don't forget when that was. It was summer. It was the summer of last year. That's when we had it. We was talking about that because he worked summer. So it was a summer last year when we was talking about interracial dating and dating outside our race and dating Italian men from Italy. Cause I was like, I'm down. I don't mind. But that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up. That's it. This is my discussion on interracial dating. I don't mind interracial dating, especially because I was going back to another story. I'll say this before I get off. Going to another story. It's this other guy. I friend people on Instagram, men specifically. It's like two guys. Seymour Cash and Rude Boy. Rude Boy. Um, he's they were both cool. I became friends with Rude Boy first for like I don't know now. Probably shoot, it's probably going on 8 years now. 7 or 8 years I've been friends with him, and then probably like 3 years now with Seymour Cash. But Seymour Cash was on his live like probably like a week or two ago, and I was like, "Yo, how do you feel?" I was like, "Do you think I should date outside my race because black men aren't feeling me?" Which the I'm just saying the type of black men that I am attracted to. I ain't talking about because normally when I the guys I've been with, I lowered my standards. I was being used. It was all my relationships have basically been like one sided. It was me, 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 me. I was in a relationship. They weren't. I don't. That nothing was being done for me. To this day, I can tell you, I have not. I've never. I don't think going on dates. Never really been on a date. Never. I've never slow danced in my life. Um, dates were like basically nothing. Never really been on no date. Nobody never really took me out. Went out one time with my son's dad in the beginning. So that was a date. I don't think other than that, oh yeah, my ex husband, we went out. before we started dating. I don't know how many times we went, but a few times we did go out on a couple dates. We went to like I forgot where we went. We went to the Peach Drop in Georgia. We did do that, and let's see where else we went to. I think was that not. It was what was that part in Georgia where we went? I forgot where it was, but we went there, and I think that's where he proposed to me. But yeah, so that was we did. I did go out on a couple dates, but as far as anything else, I really haven't. And for me to be like 45, you would think I have it would have experienced better dates or been out on more dates than I have been, which I haven't because dudes they was all about sex. They weren't really serious about being monogamous. They weren't really serious about being in a real relationship. Because I'm just gonna tell you how I know this. And these were I'm gonna tell you how I know this because one, I was a doer. I was doing for them. They weren't doing for me. I'm a giver, I'm a nurturer, I'm caring, I'm kind. So that's the type of person I am. And if I'm with you, I'm with you. I ain't with nobody else. Except for one time where that then the relationship was over by the time I was stepped out step went outside of the relationship looking for emotional part that man wasn't giving me. And then I shouldn't have married him anyway. It was my ex-husband. I shouldn't have married him anyway for other reasons. But it ended. That's why I'm the one that decided to get divorced. And he didn't want to marry me. I don't even think he wanted to be with me anyway. Cause he ended up saying that I made him marry me, which I didn't. I didn't make him marry me. I was like, yo, dude, I'm like, I ain't hold you against your will to make you marry me. I was like, you could. He's like, well, but you said 2 years. I'm like, yeah, I did say 2 years. I'm like, if you didn't want to be with me, you could have went on about your business, which he should have, and I should have went on about mine because I think he was really honestly when we on our wedding day, I think he was about to stand me up for real, and I think he was finna leave me there. But he ended up because wherever he went, he said he forgot a bag or something, so he went back home to get it, which I think he was lying because I think the bag was in his car. But I don't even think he wanted to marry me for real, which because he let me go too easy. If a man really want to be with you, he would he he let me go too easy. He didn't even want to be with me because there was a lot of stuff going on during the marriage where I knew it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. A whole bunch of stuff happened, and it wasn't. I'm like, this was not God sent. So, especially if he said I made him marry me, I was like, oh no, I know that ain't true. But that ended. But gonna wrap this up. But like I said, interracial dating is cool with me. Don't mind interracial dating. So that's just my point of view. I don't mind people dating outside their race. I don't mind dating outside my race. So, which I was going to that story about Seymour Cash because I told him, I don't think I finished it. I was saying to him in his live that I asked him, I was like, yo, do you think um, that I should date outside my race? And because black men are not feeling me, especially not the ones that I'm attracted to, ones that's I have like high standards. I have like certain standards that I go by, and the guys that are to my standards are the ones that are not attracted to me. It's the bums, the losers, the drug addicts, the crackheads, these old perverted men that's old enough to be my daddy, which approach me, which not happening is not gonna happen. So with that said, being that is dudes that are like lame drug heads, weed heads, alcoholics and stuff that approach me, I'm like, nah, it's not gonna work. And being that I keep getting approached by these men that is not gonna work with and not by men that I am attracted to as to my standards, I'm like, I'm gonna watch that outside my race. because the men my race that approaching me, I don't want and I'm not going to deal with because they are old enough to be my daddy, old enough to be my granddaddy, crackheads, they're dropouts, they're alcoholics. So that's a no go. So since those are the type of men that's approaching me, I said I'm gonna did outside my race because the men my race that I would like to talk to and that I would like to approach me are not. So therefore I don't mind being outside my race. But thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for being here. I am Latasha. This is Marvelous Monday. Thank you for coming in, spending your time with me. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you for liking, subscribing, comment, and share. And I have people come in and out. They hit that thumbs up button, don't they? Double tap that screen. But thank y'all for spending y'all time with me today. I greatly appreciate it. Have may the rest of your day go well wherever you are in the world. Morning, sometimes it's morning in these places, sometimes it's afternoon, sometimes it's night. So wherever you are in the world, hope your day is going well and be blessed and love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love everyone else. Be kind to other people. Care for yourself. You can care for other people. God bless and see you later.